So hi, Welcome to Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Music to talk about this week.
Unfortunately, people just keep releasing music for some reason.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Make
going
it
on with
stop.
that. So in case you missed it, Big Time Rush is going to be in Philly on December 13th. I will be there. I was never a Big Time Rush kid growing up, though. So
What?
I don't know.
You didn't watch their show?
No, I didn't. I was Jonas Brothers kind of guy.
Oh.
Yeah. So like out of the three big commercial boy bands during that time, Jonas Brothers was my jam, you know?
Yeah.
They have like a Netflix comedy coming out at the end of this week or some shit.
Jonas Brothers?
Yeah, or like as soon as tomorrow, I think.
Are you gonna watch it?
No.
I'll watch it. I'll let you know how it is.
Thanks.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be really good.
You know, they're just known for their acting.
They're fucking hilarious. Camp Rock. Peak of acting right there.
Jonas Brothers, didn't they have like Jonas Brothers like TV or something?
Yeah, they had.
They all had TV shows.
They had a couple of seasons of a show on Disney. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like
didn't
3
last
seasons.
very long.
Yeah, it didn't last. I saw a clip from it, and it was just so.
Dude,
it was. Oh,
they had a tie-in DS game that I owned. They had multiple like DVD compilations of episodes of the show. I own them. Oh,
Me with iCarly.
the best TV show.
Horrible. It is so bad, dude. They were all bad. Why didn't One Direction have a TV show?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. That's a complete missed opportunity right there.
They were already milking them. Like,
yeah,
they only had like 20 days off every year from tour.
Yeah, well, then we should have made it 10 and put them in front of a fucking camera 10 days
exactly.
out of the year. What the hell?
Come on, guys. Give me more
Come
content.
on, what the fuck? Only holidays off. Come on. But yeah, I Big Time Rush, man. Like 3 weeks from now, it's
That's
gonna be crazy. It's their first performance back since they broke up in like what 2014.
Oh, so you're saying their first performance?
Yeah.
You know, not to be like mean or anything, but I watched a clip of them performing at like Kids' Choice Awards, and I was like, wow, these guys cannot sing. It's so bad.
I don't care if they suck because I'm not like heavily invested into Big Time Rush.
You should be.
But I'm just, excited to see the first performance back, and hopefully they don't suck. There's already There's already a guaranteed fuck up on that lineup in AJR.
Oh, never mind.
So, and you lagged, but I would assume you probably said Dixie DeMeo.
No, I thought I said, did I die?
Yeah,
because you froze, and I was like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, you did lag, but AJR is on that lineup, and so is Dixie DeMeo. So it's gonna be an interesting evening. Way out of my comfort zone. Not a show I would typically attend, but anything for Big Time Rush, I guess. In terms of shows I did go to this weekend, I didn't pay a dime for either of these. It was great. I did merch for Brick and Mortar.
Brick and Mortar. Brick. Did Wind Up Kid? Did Joey do that?
I think he did. Today? Yeah. I think he did. And
makes my heart happy.
So yeah, Wind Up Kid opened, and so did Little Hag. I got to meet Avery, because she was obviously lingering around the venue, as was I.
Lingering.
Yeah, we said what's up. So that was cool, and got a nice merch rush. That's a lot of R's. Jesus Christ. At the very end there, it was very exciting. And then I packed it all up and I went home. And then on Saturday morning at like 1 a.m., I was on Facebook. I'm like, all right, I want to see Atreyu and Crown the Empire tonight, but I don't have a ticket, and it's there's no resale. So there were people claiming to be giving away free tickets, and I was like, this woman doesn't look like she'll steal my identity. Let's give it a shot. The ticket wound up in my Access account when I woke up. So I was like, this is cool. So I saw Atreyu, Crown the Empire, Tetrarch, Saul, who he interviewed, and Defying Decay. And I was like, this is pretty cool. And then while I was there, the Gami show, the Mom Jeans show run.
I thought you were going to say she wanted to meet up.
Well, yeah, she did want to meet up. And I was like, I don't know who you are.
No.
Stranger danger.
Yeah.
And then the Mom Jeans show that I was going to on Wednesday got postponed, along with pretty much their entire Northeast run of shows. Glory got her Save Face merch though, so it's okay.
Ty said he's gonna sign it for me. Yeah. Thank you, Ty.
Sucks for the bands though. I hope they get to reschedule it because I do want to see Gami and Save Face. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to buy tickets again. And then so that was not very swag, but
no,
I see Ice Nine Kills in 6 days or 7 days or something.
Oh, like that. I'm so jealous. They aren't coming to Virginia. I would have blocked off a whole week just to go to that show, dude.
Well, I'll be there this upcoming Sunday. It's gonna be swag, man.
They're playing like the entirety of Silver Scream 2, right?
Yeah, because they're playing it in like chunks. There's like 2 songs off that album, and then a song off the Silver Scream, and 2 songs, and then 1 song. And I'm like, this is gonna be great. I've never seen Ice Nine Kills before, or Bad Omens, and I'm very excited to see them too.
So jealous, dude. I'm so jealous.
I'm living Glory's dream over here, seeing all the bands
you really are. You
see.
Saw Parks. You saw. You're seeing Ice Nine Kills.
Saying hi to all the bands that she wants to meet.
Oh my god. I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna call you out.
Saying hi and chilling. Yeah, Into the Red said in chat that I often judge people based on whether or not they look like they'd steal my identity. That was also my thought process at 1 a.m. on Saturday morning. My identity, as far as I know, hasn't been stolen yet. To be fair, I had about $2 in my bank account until about an hour ago. Go steal my identity now. Please don't. That was a joke. It wasn't they'd
steal your identity and then look in your bank account and be like, ooh looks like this guy really needs it.
Yeah, no wonder he's asking for a free ticket.
God.
So yeah, with all that being said, there was music that was released this past week. Such bangers as Adele. Speaking of that, Adele put out her album 30.
Nice.
And I have seen at least 50 copies of this in my travels. Target has displays just like in the middle of aisles, like cardboard displays with her album, and then
I think I know what you're
and then
talking about.
every like price checking scanner thing. Granted, there's not many of those around anymore because you can just use the app to scan the barcode. But the couple that are left in the store, the ones that I passed, had Adele banner ads across the top of them. Like on the screen, the top portion was the Adele album, like an ad for it. And I'm like,
wow,
they're really pushing the 500,000 copies of this that they have printed. Holy shit. With that being said, the openers on this album, and it's not just the first track, it's the first 3, are the most boring songs I've heard in quite a while.
Wow.
Talk about not going anywhere for 15 minutes. And I would argue that's the same for the back half of the album. But there were a couple of songs that actually like redeemed this album, and I was shocked at that. Like I even like cranked the radio up a little bit while I was driving to work. I'm like, ooh, this like I was like, did Adele forget how to write a pop song? And then these songs finally hit.
Well, I don't
think
she's...
And then I was like, wait, she can still write a pop song. Songs like Cry Your Heart Out. Ironically enough, Oh My God was one of the bangers off this record. Gloria and I were laughing at the song titles, and this is one of the ones that absolutely bangs. Can I Get It?
I Drink Wine was unfortunately one of my least favorites, and I was like, I wish I liked it because it's just I drink wine.
I'm getting there.
Sorry.
Can I Get It? Another awful song title, absolute banger, and even in my opinion, I Drink Wine was one of the better songs on the album.
No.
As awful of a song title that is, I think that was one of the better tracks on the record. Just because, like, especially at the beginning half of the album, it's like, well, actually, no. Let me look. It's actually, the beginning half of the album was boring, but over relatively quick. You know, you had 2-3 minute tracks that didn't go anywhere, and then a 6-minute track that really didn't go anywhere, and then you got into like the pop shit, and you're like, okay, whatever, maybe the album was just off to a slow start. And then after the interlude, which I'm just not counting into the good songs on the album, you had about 25 minutes. No, wait, that's generous amount. Yeah, no, about 25 minutes worth of music that goes literally nowhere. So nice job.
Question mark?
Yeah. But at least there were a couple songs on here where I was like, these fuck. I guess I understand why Easy on Me was like the single off the album.
So good.
Because it I guess encapsulates the album and is one of the least boring songs on the record. But there are way better songs to push for radio in my opinion. Because as much as this somber sound is like big in the mainstream, I don't think it's big on like radio, you know, if that makes sense. Like it's still like radio is still very like pop centric, at least mainstream.
But I mean,
radio.
like that's what she's known for. If you think about like her other big songs, like Hello, it's a very slow, but it kind of has a big moment in it. And if you also think about what's the other one,
Rolling in the Deep.
No, Someone Like You, another really, really big one that it's also a very slow, but also kind of big in some parts songs.
The problem with that is I don't feel that any of those songs really have, like, not those songs, but the songs on this album, I don't feel like there's really a song on this record that has what her previous like big radio singles have. So I don't know, man. Not worth pressing 500,000 copies of.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
I'm glad that there were a couple songs on here where I can say that this redeemed the album a little bit, because I didn't just want to, as funny as it would have been to like just trash on it, because she's got songs on here like Oh My God and I Drink Wine and Can I Get It, like as funny as that would be, I'm glad that's not at least what I'm doing over here.
So I was actually going to say probably the exact opposite. I actually enjoyed this album more than I thought I would. And I liked the second song, the single. I really, really enjoyed that song, that it had me kind of humming and singing along, because the chorus, just the run that she has with the Easy on Me part, it's so catchy. It's an earworm that it's just like, okay, I get why she put this is the single. It makes sense because you're able to recognize it as soon as she gets into the first verse. Instantly you're like, oh shoot, this is Adele. It's not kind of like a what is in my ears right now. It's still good. It's still her, but it's a good introduction to kind of her new quote unquote sound, her new era or whatever. I enjoyed this more than I wanted to put it that way. Will I revisit it? I'll probably revisit Easy on Me, because that's
be on the
song
radio.
Intentionally. It'll just be on and I'll be like, why not?
You'll walk into Target and it's going to be the only thing they're playing, because they're still trying to move 500,000 copies of this goddamn album.
Exactly. But I actually enjoyed it. I didn't mind it. I don't think I'll revisit it though, because it's just not my thing.
All right, that's fair enough. And I mean, at least speaking on like the lyrical content of the album, I get that it's like, at least for me, it's not my thing, because she said, I saw a clip of an interview with Zane Lowe. I wasn't like going out of my way to watch interviews with Adele. I go out of my way to watch interviews with a lot of artists. She was not one of them though, because we're not going to have her on the podcast.
Unless she wants to come on the podcast. Adele.
This like clip wound up on my Twitter timeline where she was like, I write music for people my age, so at least speaking on the lyrical content, I don't know if like at least we could like fully grasp what she's talking about, because we're not 30 and haven't lived through whatever she's lived through at the age of 30. We're half that. Not really. Half that plus a couple of years. So at least on the lyrical content, there's that, which is why I'm at least not really speaking on it. But I don't know. The somber shit just ain't for me.
I like a little somber stuff, every now and then.
Like if I'm trying to cry, I'm gonna put on Mayday Parade. Like I ain't gonna put on Adele.
Exactly. You're gonna put on what is it called? What's that one Mayday Parade song?
The one that really sucks
so much.
The one that really sucks.
Favorite Mayday Parade song?
The one off that really good album that really sucks.
No, it's the best song on the album. Bears and Trees dropped a new album, and everyone else smiled back.
Fucking banger.
I love this album. I'm just trying to make sure I spelled it right, because I'm always scared that I And everybody else smiled back. I was terrified I did the same thing with the Her album.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh shoot, did I do that wrong? No, it's fine.
No.
This is a very good album. I love Bears in the Trees. They're good.
Great
They
front to back. Proud of you guys, as we said on Twitter at 1 a.m. last night. And go watch her interview with them. It's out there. We chatted about the record. But yeah, we've said it before, obviously, like when chatting about the singles, we're like, holy shit, the production quality, but like it really shows, like signing to a label and everything, how much it helped them. Like they had the stuff, like with like their songs, just in general, like you knew that there was something there. But them being able to like fully flesh it out with like, you know, a recording budget and everything, and it's like, god damn, it really shows. It's so good.
And it's well deserved that this album has 500,000 plays in the first couple days. Yeah, it's completely deserved because, as you said, it was a diamond in the rough, because you could see it that they were very talented and that they had potential, but you know, being signed gave them the opportunity to actually be what they wanted to be and, you know, actually make good quality music, I guess, production wise. So yeah, this is very good. I'm glad I think they call their fan base the Sandbox. It's growing. I'm very happy to see it, because last time I looked at them, they were like 17K and they're like 20 now. Jesus. Maybe I was just like not paying attention, but like they're getting up there.
They're coming to the US.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? It's their first time.
They're not like coming to the US and playing like 100 cap rooms. Like the venue they're playing in New Jersey is 500 cap. Like that's nothing to scoff at for a band's first time at
the US.
Yeah, in the US. So I'm like, god damn. Good job, guys.
Good job, guys. I'm very proud of you.
So true. Between you and me, put out an absolute slapper of an album, Armageddon. As I said, it was a slapper.
It was a banger even.
We spent damn near an hour giggling with them and kind of talking about the album.
At 12 a.m.
Occasionally talking about the album with them, but mostly just laughing.
Yeah, they just went on a whole, like, there was maybe 30 minutes of the hour interview where they were just telling stories. And Shane and I were just kind of sitting there, just kind of listening. And then we kind of just had to shift back to our questions, but it was amazing. Yeah, it was great. They're good guys.
It was great.
They're good guys.
But yeah, the album was great. I was listening to it again today, and I was like, this is just phenomenal. What is it? I think it's the song Deadbeat. The one that Deadbeat Trashy. Oh, so fucking good. That's so catchy. So goddamn catchy. I'm like, holy shit. Front to back bangers.
See, I hate that I put together my album of the year list early.
Subtract
I did
something.
it like last.
Subtract something and put this goddamn album on it.
It's like I'm trying to figure out where to put it, because I had to throw the Silk Sonic album up there. I had
this is why I was privately laughing at you when you tweeted on November.
You were privately laughing. I brought it up and you're like, why would you do
publicly that? Laughing at you when you tweeted on this November 1st that you had your album of the year list, as if there wasn't another month and a half's worth of releases to come out.
And I thought you were joking when you're like, there's still so much music to come out. I'm like, dude, we have a month left in the year.
I was like partially kidding, because I was like, there can't be that many more bangers that come out. Like, obviously there's going to be albums, but like, it's got to be like mostly heavy shit or like pop punk shit that Glory really doesn't care about. And then it was like, it's just
respectfully.
Yeah. And then albums keep on coming out and I'm like, oh wait, I did mean that more than I thought I did.
Shoot. Yeah. Because this album's good. This album's really good. And you know, when you just see cover art and you're like, this looks like it's going to be a classic, like I'm just going to not get away from it. I'm going to see tattoos of it. Like it's going to be like, you know, the Riot cover art, or I'm just saying, if like Paramore or something where people just have it.
The first Mayday Parade album.
There you go. It's just, I feel like that this is just, I'm not going to be able to get away from this once it hits like that spot of the community of this genre, whatever you would class. I'm bad at genres. I'm just done classifying people, because once you classified Austin with pop punk, he shut you out. So I don't know if people are also sensitive to that genre. So whatever you classify yourself as in this genre, whenever it hits that area, you're not going to be able to get away from it. And this album has that potential. It's good. Banger, banger, banger. Your besties, Mayday Parade dropped new album, What It Means to Fall Apart. I thought this banged, and I thought it didn't sound exactly like all the regular Mayday Parade stuff.
This album made me sad. It did its job. It made me sad. Great job, Mayday Parade. 11 out of 10.
You did it again.
You did it again. They wrote one album that doesn't just make me feel like complete and utter trash.
Which album was that?
The first one. I love that record.
Is that the one
so
with the
much.
umbrella guy?
Yeah, the umbrella guy. But the rest of them, it's like, oh wow, I just feel awful about myself now. Like in the most respectful way possible. That's just what Mayday Parade music does to you.
Thank you so much.
It's like, thanks for making me feel like that. I really needed that today. And that's what it did. And I'm like, this was great. Great experience. 11 out of 10. Would do it again. They're going on tour next, like for 2 or 3 months or some shit, and like hitting 3 or 4 continents. I'll be there.
Do you think they're gonna make it through that?
I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be there. They're touring off their the 11-year anniversary of their self-titled record, which I think is a little strange because they just put this album out. Why they wouldn't like push that to later in the year and like do a tour off the album first is beyond me. But whatever. I mean, I guess you could say they are touring off it, but they're also celebrating an anniversary. I don't know. It's weird and dumb. I just thought it was kind of strange if that's what was happening. But whatever.
Silly men.
Volumes put out an album, Happier? ? And we interviewed Volumes. It's not out yet though. So when the first time I heard this record, I just kind of sat here and was like blown away for the entire 30 minutes. I wasn't entirely sure what was happening in my ears, but
it has that effect.
I was like, this is fantastic front to back. And then I listened to it again today and I was like, wow, this really is fantastic. This album is so fucking good. Go listen to it. And go support Volumes. Because he said when we were interviewing him, he was like, and if people don't pre-order the album, there might not be a Volume. So like, go buy the record because we need Volumes around for another 25 years. Yeah,
another couple years.
For a couple of years. I need to hear more bangers. So go do that and then watch the interview when it comes out, please.
It was a good interview. I enjoyed it. It was good. My little 2 cents about this album. Again, just kind of confusing for the first couple songs because you're like, because it was heavy at first, right? It was pretty heavy at first. And that's kind of like the 3rd or 4th song. It just wasn't heavy anymore. Like they just kind of grew out of that. And then it was just kind of, for me, listenable because I just don't like heavy stuff unless it's Ice Nine Kills because whatever. Because I love them. But then it was just a little confusing, but it was good to listen to. I was just kind of lost because I was like, there's so much happening here. But it was good. I really enjoyed it. It was a banger.
Fair enough.
It was a banger. Yeah. Caught me off guard though. I don't know how that they found me released a deluxe edition of their album, Razzmatazz. Rats, Mats, and Tats.
Yeah.
I saw you say something in the mod chat saying that people were going to call it like lazy or something because they just added a bunch of like remixes and stuff. And I'm going to do just that. This was lazy.
That's what
I didn't like it.
That's what every deluxe edition though is.
And I hate every deluxe edition except The Weeknd because he added like extra songs.
Yeah, but those songs sucked anyway. They should have stayed in the drafts.
But at least it was new songs.
Yeah, but
it wasn't
those songs
like
sucked anyway.
It wasn't like what was the Lights song, Blinding Lights remix 55 and 56. Like, dude, at least he gave us new content.
It's just, well, number one, I'm glad that the deluxe edition wasn't just Leave Me Alone part 742 because that totally could have been the case. But I guess it's just weird that, like, I'm glad that most of what was on here was either things that were only on vinyl from the Gallows demo or hadn't been heard yet, which I thought was pretty cool. Because I really just thought that, like, when this like was announced, not really announced, just kind of popped up out of nowhere, and I caught some wind of it, I was like, it's just gonna be all of the extra content shit that they've released over the past year. The remix of Leave Me Alone, the piano version of Leave Me Alone, the live version of Leave Me Alone.
So
MX
much Leave Me
Sinister
Alone
was supposed to be on the album,
Yeah,
allegedly,
I was like,
and wasn't on the deluxe edition.
That confused me.
Yeah.
Why was that not there?
I don't think it was ever meant to be on the album, though. I think that was a cop out.
Put it on there.
I think that was a cop out because it sounds like the EP, not the album. The Deborah cover. Did I cover the piano version of Leave Me Alone? The remix. No, there was a remix of New Invention on here or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that certainly just, we just finished up a tour. Here's more shit. I don't know. It's whatever. The album itself was pretty good. The cover, which is like the only thing worth noting because it's not like a remix. The Boys Don't Cry cover was pretty good. Other than that, whatever. I have to go listen to Rats Mats Hats again. It's been a while. But when it came out, I remember very much enjoying it. So whatever. Belmont released
that was this year. Sorry. Razzmatazz
was last year. Last September.
I completely forgot about that album. Like, respectfully, it wasn't my thing. I didn't really enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the first EP. Yeah, but I forgot that dropped.
I really wish that they had stuck with like the like darker aesthetic that they were going with. I don't know what happened with the album. They went like beige, and it was really weird. And it's like, this is a little too, like, you're singing about killing people, but like this is a little too happy sounding for me. Can we go back to like Choke?
Yeah, I was gonna say Choke.
Yeah, can we get like some Choke and some like MX Sinister vibes up in here? Whatever.
Some opening band vibes here. Like, come on, guys. Sorry, you can go say Belmont.
Time. Belmont put out their mixtape, their Bowser's mixtape, which is just 2 songs supposedly off their upcoming album, 2 like reimagined versions of songs off their debut, and 2 covers. I personally, as a listener, would have just rather 2 singles come out and then you'd be like, album comes out next year. But whatever. I thought that all in all it was pretty good. The new songs especially, I'm very glad that there's new Belmont. It's been a while. Because I'm a Belmont fan,
You're a Belmont stan.
Their easy core riffs pretty fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, no, it rips in its entirety. I see them in like a week and a half or something. It's
where?
Next Tuesday at the Foundry in Philly, and in her own words, action adventure.
Oh, this one.
And some rapper dude, I think, another one that I don't know the name of, is gonna be there, and it's gonna be crazy. So
true.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I thought this was pretty good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Chug riffs.
Yeah. I don't know. Chug riffs always do good. 8 Graves dropped new EP, Everyday Oblivion.
Fucking banger.
I love 8 Graves so much.
Fucking banger.
They don't sound like Five Nights at Freddy's anymore. Kind of makes me a little sad because I liked that energy that they were bringing to the studio, but I like that they're evolving. I'm just kind of sad.
I'm digging the new sound a lot. I'm not digging the rollout, but the last time we chatted with them, they went over why they did it. I understand why. I'm just saying, I don't personally enjoy the rollout. Whatever.
Yeah. They broke it down to us.
Yeah, the new song, and the title track of the EP, Everyday Oblivion, smacks. We've talked about the rest of them, but Cannonball is still like one of my favorite 8 Graves songs, and I'm pissed that it wasn't on the set list for your little tour over there with Arm for Sleep. Pissed. Very pissed. Would love to hear that song live. Next time you're in New Jersey, play that song. Thanks. But yes, EP rips. Patrick Stump surprise dropped a new solo album.
Oh my god,
Spidey and His Amazing Friends. I don't know how much Disney is paying this man to do this.
I think they're holding him hostage. Like, they have a gun to his head during the entire recording process. But it's just...
Here's the thing. This was great. Like, he can take children's music and make it slap.
You're going to buy the vinyl, aren't you?
Oh my god.
They better do a vinyl drop.
It was so good. I was like, this man is singing about Spidey and his amazing friends, and this is the best thing I've ever heard.
Exactly. Like, it's better than Mania. Some would say.
Most would argue it's better than Mania.
I love Mania.
But yeah, no, I don't know. He put something in this or something. I don't know, but it was pretty good. Catchy, and I know that's the whole purpose of it. But Patrick Stump, he's just a different breed when you put him in a studio.
He just kills it, you know?
Yeah, he killed it.
Oh, they aren't selling vinyl.
No, man. One of
that
these
would have been
days,
so
maybe.
Cool though. Maybe we need to start a.
Can we get Patrick Stump on the podcast to talk about the writing process of Spidey,
and his amazing friends? That'd be great. So how did this opportunity come about, Patrick?
Blink twice if you're in danger.
Oh, Patrick. Silverstein dropped a new single, It's Over.
It's pretty fucking good.
Okay.
The past two singles they've put out are way better than their 2020 album. Because they went like watered down rock on
Water
that.
Parks.
When they've always been, like post-hardcore-ish, and they're back to the post-hardcore vibes. I'm fucking with it.
As you should be.
So true. The Amity Affliction put out a single, Give Up the Ghost. Fucked pretty hard.
It's banged.
Pretty heavy. Pretty good.
Like Pacific dropped a new single, Waste of Breath. This banged hard. I like Pacific. Yeah. I love them even.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
I would say the same thing. I do be fucking with some Like Pacific. Pretty stoked for this new album. Couple weeks too. It's like 2 now, I think. I don't know.
It's close.
December 3rd. Mark your calendars. I think it's December 3rd. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, don't. Just look it up for yourself.
Google it. Yeah. Half Alive put out a single. Hot Tea.
I liked this.
And this sucked.
I liked this a lot. I did enjoy it.
Half Alive got me like in one single, and then was like, here's a song about hot tea, and just sang hot tea over and over again. I was like, honestly, like, I say it sucked, but like the beat on this was pretty fucking groovy. Half Alive just ain't my cup of tea, but laugh. So there's that.
Fame dropped a new single, finally.
Fucking finally.
Ease My Mind. Banger. Should drop more to make up for the time.
Drop the album before the end of the year so we can get you on the podcast again.
Yeah. Did you just love talking to us last time?
We'll interview you at 11 o'clock at night, our time again, to make it work. Yeah,
we will.
No, but this song was fucking great. Everything I wanted from a Fame track in the year of 2021, and I'm glad that we're finally getting some Fame content. As we all know, they were working on a record. At least I think that was pretty widely known. I'm pretty sure they even mentioned it in the interview.
Yeah, they did. They said they were writing and recording and blah blah blah. And we were like, when is it happening? And they said,
they're like, we haven't even recorded it yet. So in the time span of a year, they have recorded the album. And
they probably lied to us
and mastered. No, a year is a timeline that works for that.
I mean, but with the pandemic, they had but Australia locks down like hard, where it's like you literally can't leave your house.
Well, I mean, they could have just done it remote too, and they were hanging out when we interviewed them.
They were.
So there's that too. I don't know. I wasn't in the room with the Fame as much as I would have liked to have been in the room.
I was gonna say, as much as you wanted to be.
I wasn't in the room. So put the album out, come to the US. It's been like, last time I saw them was 2019, like early 2019. So it's been, it'll be like what, 3 years? I can't count. 3 years or some shit since I've seen them. So come to the US. It would be 2022 by the time I saw them. So 3, I don't know. I don't care. Just come to the US. I'll go anywhere. I'll travel.
Except Australia.
Yeah, except Australia. Like in the US, I'll travel within a reasonable amount of distance.
No, I was gonna say, so you traveled to like
Pennsylvania,
I'll go to New Jersey.
Earl Sweatshirt put out a single 2010.
Oh my god! I know you probably didn't like this. I don't care. This is my moment. I love Earl Sweatshirt so much. The last feature that he put out, I'm pretty sure it was a feature. Hot garbage. Did not like it. My apologies, Earl. I love you so much. It just wasn't it. You're cooking. This is
Cooking
good.
something.
Keep going. This is very, very good. Welcome back. We missed you. We love you. Drop the album, EP, collection of singles, whatever you have. Give it. That's all I have to say.
I didn't think that this was awful. Wouldn't like go back and listen to it on loop or anything, but I was like, I listened to it twice.
Oh,
and
there
I
you
was
go.
like, this isn't horrible. I like the beat on this. So it's all right.
There you go. You got a new stan, Earl.
No, you don't.
Don't say that.
No, you don't have
say
another
that.
stand, Earl. Relax.
Kill the Lights dropped new single, Chasing the Shadows.
Wow, this new Black Veil Bride song really fucked. No, it was pretty good though. I like Kill the Lights. I like damn near shit my pants when we had them on the podcast last year, so I can't be saying that. I can't be saying anything.
No, you can't. They're probably gonna see this and be like, "Wow, never going on your podcast again."
Feel right, going crazy, bro. No, but the song was pretty good. They've got, I think, a new bassist or something, or they added a bassist to the lineup, or something like that. But I'm stoked. I hope that this is the beginning of another album or something. It would make sense with the way the pandemic was and everything, you know. Yeah, a year of just not doing anything, you know. Yeah. Maybe you have another album done. I don't know. Or maybe it was just like, hey, we've got a bassist now, or a new one. I don't know. I didn't closely follow the band. Anyways, song rips. I'm sorry about the Black Veil Brides comment. I also like Black Veil Brides, so I wouldn't say it's an insult. I just thought it was funny because I was like, kind of sounds a little like Black Veil Brides, like that hard rock Motley Crue-esque kind of thing that Black Veil Brides got going on.
I still have not listened to Motley Crue.
Have you? No.
No, I've never listened to them. I've never felt the need to.
Yeah. I haven't felt the need to listen to most of those legacy bands.
Yeah, like Red Hot Chili Peppers. Never listened to them. Not once. No. I would be happy to say the same. What's the other one? It's not AC/DC. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Who's the other one? It's another like it's a 3-word band. AC/DC. God, it's in that same genre of just you're legends, but you're just bad. You know, it's whatever. Never listen to them. Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah,
I would be happy to say the same, but I unfortunately have had to listen to some of their stuff for the podcast.
Yeah, because it's funny to see how awful they are in the year 2021.
Same with the guy with the what was the sex song where it was like, what was that one where it was so bad? Alice Cooper.
The piss song. He had a piss song.
No, it was the other one.
No, well, then there was AC/DC that put out an album last year, and it was awful.
Awful. God awful.
And then we covered the Alice Cooper album. We covered a Pearl Jam song. We skipped the Iron Maiden album. We covered Guns N' Roses.
Sadly.
And I think that's it. So you're probably referring to
Alice Cooper,
who probably sung about sex too, but hasn't been laid in 20 years.
Yeah, I think that's what you said as well.
And then, well, I mean, if you're talking about sex, then you've got the Greasy Man, who did the Porn Star song. I don't know if you're confusing your pop punk and your dad rock.
No, oh my god, they're basically the same thing.
They're all the same thing. 100 Gex put out a single, Me Me Me. This was tame for a 100 Gex song.
It was.
I was like, did someone forget to like crank up the what the fuck button on the producing software? Because this was relatively tame and actually listenable.
Wow.
That being said, I didn't think it was awful as much as it did ruin my night last night.
I was gonna say, you said it ruined your night.
It ruined my night because that came on, and then immediately after that, it was a Mayday Parade album. And I'm like, wow, this is a recipe for disaster right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was awful. I mean, I would assume that like I don't know what they're doing, but I would assume that like their new album isn't gonna sound this tame. There's no fucking way that 100 Gex is this tame for an entire record. So I like this song. It remains to be seen what the rest of the project is gonna sound like, and if I decide to even listen to it. What you think of it?
I'm not the biggest fan of 100 Gex. This was no different to all their other songs. I didn't notice that they were more tame. I don't really pay attention to their music. It just kind of comes on. And I'm like, oh yeah,
like,
stupid horse, and then it leaves, and
well,
then that's it, and I'm good.
That first album was pure chaos, from what I have heard, and this song wasn't pure chaos. So that's what I mean by more tame.
Yeah, for me, it was still chaos. It was still just kind of a lot of noise.
Maybe I'm just desensitized to this shit, which will really upset me if I am. Like, if the new 100gecs album comes out and I'm like, this is tame, I'm gonna be like, this is a problem. That's what this is.
Yeah. I mean, it was still like the essence of 100gecs, but it's not like they were blowing up my headphones and I had to turn it down because of all the sound effects and bit things. They weren't scatting. I would not want to see that. What was that song? That's Twist. Oh my god, Corn X 100gecs. I'd love to see that. I would love to see that.
Maybe they're a secret feature on the new Corn album.
Probably manifesting.
All right,
manifesting.
Well, on that note, you can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. You can follow us on Instagram. It's Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Glory's got your Patreon supporters and your important plugs. And then we're going to sign off for the night. We have an interview in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zarian, Eric. Bangers. Good job, guys. You're doing great. If you want to, what was that? Oh, God. We couldn't stop doing that. That was in the area of when we would call 30 minutes before like each interview that we were nervous for. I think that's what made Eric leave like mid call. We just it was horrible. From heart attack, man. Anyways, if you want to join this list, you can subscribe to our Patreon. It starts at $1. It's pretty swag. Money. Please. We're working on something that should be out next week.
Well, we have the proofs, so whenever we approve the proofs, yeah, they came in on Saturday.
I need to see that. I've been busy. All right, I'll check that out.
I forgot it happened until about 5 seconds ago, so you good.
Yeah, all right, cool. It's not just me. So yeah, important plugs. Please get your vaccination if you can. Please wear a mask. God, I'm out of it today. Black Lives Matter, as always. Kyle Rittenhouse is guilty. Whatever you say, I don't care. He is. He traveled across state lines as a minor with a gun that was not registered to him. And all he said in court when they asked about the guns was, I don't know, I just thought it was cool. So I think that shows maybe.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Like, really? Yeah, so he's guilty. And he should be locked up. But the system favors white men. So that's it.
Did you see the clip of him saying that he supports the BLM movement?
I saw it was obviously. So what I think about that is I think it was a way for him to get people who are against his sentence or not sentence, what the jury said, basically saying you're not guilty, to get them off his back. What it did was it made both sides angry because now his supporters, his little stands are mad and, basically saying, no, we don't support him anymore. And it's so dumb because now they're showing that it was his supporters just being racist and just saying, rioters and, terrorists and whatever, calling Black Lives Matter protesters, those things. So it's a whole thing. And I'm so frustrated with everything.
Kyle, your lawyer fucked up on that one.
Yeah.
Should have kept your mouth shut. We know you don't support it.
We know you don't.
Why would you bring a gun to
a protest?
A Black Lives Matter protest at that.
And go around policing people.
Yeah.
Like it's
really ironic.
We don't believe you, dude.
Yeah.
We don't believe. And why would you go onto a Fox News interview and say that?
Yeah.
Like
your lawyer fucked up on that one. You need a publicist, man. You need one of the publicists from Fuel by Ramen. They'll save your ass from anything.
Dude, they'll make up anything. They'll write you an apology. They'll do everything for you. But yeah, don't believe him because he's dumb. He's stupid. I hate him. And yeah, stop Asian hate. Don't be a prick. That's my thing for this week. Ooh, oh, happy Turkey Day. I guess I don't want to say Thanksgiving because, well, if Turkey Day, just happy holidays. There you go.
Yeah, Thursday's the day of eating lots of food.
Mm-hmm. What do you have instead of turkey?
I really don't know. I'm going to Sam's house. Sam's Thanksgiving this year.
Interesting.
So I don't know what's going to be there. I gave them like Sam's grandmother asked a bunch of questions and I answered them, and like there's supposed to be something there for me.
Okay.
So we're gonna find out. Usually it's just pasta though.
Pasta.
That's what my mom would make because it's just easy. Like it's like that tofurkey shit. Like that, I eat enough tofu a year. Like what the fuck am I gonna eat more of it in a year? So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Have you seen those like plant-based roasts? They're kind of like they're supposed to kind of have the texture of turkey, and they're for vegan people who celebrate Thanksgiving. Have you seen those?
No.
They look kind of weird to me. Yeah. They look just kind of.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be
Good
great
luck.
though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm glad it's not pasta this year. I eat enough of that in a year too. Unless it is, I don't fucking like it. Could be, and I'll be like, I'm content with this. Like,
I love pasta.
I'm Italian too, so like I fuck with some pasta, you know.
Exactly. Who doesn't? Man?
So we'll see what happens, but that's very exciting.
Yeah. Tune in next week to see what Shane ate for Thanksgiving.
For me to talk about the Ice Nine Kills concert and what I ate for Thanksgiving. Glory will tell you what she ate for Thanksgiving too. She got she's pies and shit. She's got 20 pounds of baked potatoes downstairs. Sweet potatoes, my bad.
I have 21 pounds of boiled sweet potatoes downstairs, resting so I could peel and make sweet potato pies tomorrow because I have a lot of orders for sweet potato pies and I have to make a lot of cookies as well. So I will only be eating sweet potato pie.
Oh my god, it's gonna be great. So we'll tell you about our Turkey Day dinners and the Ice Nine Kills concert. Well, we have an interview in 10 minutes. So I've been Shane.
I've been Glory.
And we've been the Good Noise Podcast. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.